This is Dr. Phil Chavez. At this time, I'm before the grave sites of the beloved parents of my mother, my grandparents, Earl and Laurentine Severson. I'm grateful to have this opportunity once or twice a year to stop by when visiting my good friend Doug in this town of Ramona here in northeast San Diego County. Roughly about 30,000 people live in this country desert area. Now, this region in its earlier days was occupied widely by the Kumeyaay nation of Native American Indians. They were a semi-nomadic people. Now, I gain a great deal of satisfaction every time I come here to pay respects to my grandparents at this little cemetery. There are actually not too many occupants. In fact, it's so small, the main office, which is right behind me, you could see is only about 12 by 12 feet. In any case, I so appreciate paying respects to my grandparents, with whom I have many fond memories growing up. Since I was 5, they owned roughly 45 acres, which was my happy place growing up, just outside the little town of Ranchita, California, about 35 miles from here, an area just before a radical descent into the lower desert of Borrego Springs. Now, as my mother tells the story, when her small family moved from California, or rather from Minnesota to California, my grandparents were scandalized at the high price of campgrounds, and so they had a dream of retiring out in the country and starting one. Now, they also loved the desert, so my family comfortably camped there 2 to 3 times a year. Sometimes my brothers and sisters and I would spend weeks at a time there. It was great. We met a lot of interesting people at this campground as well. Astronomers, ranchers, city people, people from different countries, maybe those fleeing the law. And I have many memories of my grandmother, who always was well dressed. As my dad said, she was a classy woman and a great cook. I used to love this cake she made by scratch, which had coconut, chocolate, maple syrup, and other things. Oh, it was so good. She always took great care of everyone. My grandfather also always had great stories to tell, often about the wild events of the 19th and 20th, early 20th century Southwest. And he loved to laugh. By trade, he was initially a watchman and jewelry repairman. And he was pretty handy with just about everything. He was a shrewd card player as well. My love for the desert and my love for camping started with them. I am so grateful to have grown up with them. Many great memories. Earl and Laurentine, Grandpa and Grandma, thank you for all your loving attention and care during my entire youth. I'm very grateful. And I hope my prayers for you are some small return for all your devotion. And I love you both. May the souls of Earl and Laurentine Severson rest in peace. And brothers, God be with you.